done before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions, new victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
In Maryville, the heartland of America's Bible Belt, lives Wade, 35, and Michelle, 27. Like any ordinary married couple, on a hot and sticky summer's day, they keep themselves busy with the daily grind.
Right now, I'm just like a subcontractor, just a professional handyman. But on our free time, we'll play board games, listen to Disney music.
Arts and crafts, coloring. I'm a full-time baby girl.
Yep, Michelle prefers to spend her day dressing and acting as a toddler, living a fetish more commonly known as DDLG, which is all about kinky age play.
What DDLG stands for is Daddy Dom, Little Girl. I'm her daddy, and she's my little girl, and I take care of her 24/7, just like you would a child.
He's my daddy and my protector, and I need him.
Oh.
I want you too.
These consenting adults engage in non-stop age play.
This is something to be taken very seriously. This isn't a game. This isn't something that we're just putting on a front. This is who we are. This is what makes us happy.
I am baby girl every day, almost all day. From the time I wake up till a few hours before I go to bed, I'm in little space.
Every morning, I get a bubble bath with all my favorite bath toys, and if I don't get a bath, I get sad.
It's mostly fun and games, but when Michelle misbehaves, there are repercussions.
What the heck is going on in this room? Look at this mess.
What the behavior chart is I get 3 check marks a day, green for good behavior, yellow for warnings, or red for bad behavior, and based on how many you have, Daddy sets out a punishment or he lets you pick out a reward.
And they have quite a selection of paddles for different punishments.
That means you're getting the cane. Is that understood?
Yes, Daddy.
I grew up in a very disciplinarian household. When I was a kid, I took a very strong interest in the spanking aspect. Something clicked in my head, and I'm like, this is what I like. I've always liked to be in charge. I like to be the boss. I think I was born for this. Why don't you go in there, let's get this over with.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, the voice of reason. Hey, man, I got to do all the topics. And yes, as Andy so adroitly pointed out, no, I didn't create this topic. Yes, it was given to us by our friend Sarah Jackson. But I found that clip because a lot of people want to be pampered. And yes, I played that clip. Of course, it is exaggerated, right? To make a point, right? Everybody want to be pampered. Everybody want to be coddled and enabled in their relationships, right? What happens when pampering your partner puts them in Pampers? Sometimes, your partner, they're an adult. They should know, hey, man, I got to take care of myself. I got to make myself happy. I got to do all these things. Sometimes our partners wind up acting like kids. Huh? Do you prefer to stay in parent mode even when your significant other, listen, this is a real conversation. I know people ain't ready for this, but we have to have this conversation. People looking at me crazy right now. Do you prefer to stay in parent mode even with your significant other in order to maintain control over the relationship? What does it mean to pamper your partner? And I'm not talking about getting the nails done. Sure, get your girls' nails done, brothers. Sure. But if you enable them to stay codependent on you because you want control, you creating a problem. How does pampering contribute to a healthy relationship? Now, in a healthy relationship, every now and again, let me treat my wife to a massage. Let me treat my wife to a girl's day out where she gets to go have massages and drinks with the ladies. This is all good. Okay? Can pampering become excessive or detrimental to a relationship? What are the signs that pampering has crossed the line and become unhealthy? That's why I played the clip. It's very interesting tonight. How does excessive pampering affect the dynamics of a relationship? What are the potential consequences of pampering your partner too much? I mean, enabling them, causing them to feel like they can't do nothing without you. We a team. I got my load to carry and you got yours, and we carry and we help each other carry each other's load. And then, we got a team going. But in many situations, you got somebody that almost feel like a child. Lord have mercy, man. I got to do everything. Everything substantive in this relationship. I got to do it? Nah. Pampering one's partner is an act of love and care, demonstrating affection, thoughtfulness, and a desire to make them feel cherished and valued. While pampering can significantly contribute to a healthy and thriving relationship, it also carries the potential to become excessive and detrimental if not approached with balance and mindfulness. What does it mean to pamper your partner? To pamper your partner is to shower them with attention, affection, and special treatment that goes beyond the usual gestures of love and care. It also involves going the extra mile to make your loved one feel exceptionally special and appreciated. This can manifest in various ways, such as surprise gifts, acts of service, quality time together, or words of affirmation. Pampering can be good. It can enhance an emotional bond. It can boost self-esteem. It can strengthen trust. It can spark romance. It can even relieve stress. Yes, all of these things are possible. But pampering one's partner, when it goes too far, can be seen as enabling. Eesh, eesh, eesh. Pampering can become unhealthy when it crosses certain boundaries. Ugh. We're going to explore the signs, man. Unhealthy pampering, loss of personal boundaries. One of the most apparent signs of unhealthy pampering is the loss of personal boundaries. When pampering goes too far, it can lead to an invasion of personal space and a sense of being overwhelmed by constant attention. Oh Lord, 1-800-912. Sean is already on the line. I just looked up before I even gave out the number. Sean is on the line, right? And then pampering too much, there could be some financial strain associated with it. Excessive pampering can often, it often comes with a hefty price tag. If one's partner constantly indulges the other with lavish gifts, expensive outings, and or other material displays of affection, it can lead to financial strain, causing stress and resentment. Then there's emotional dependency. Unhealthy pampering can foster that. The partner receiving excessive attention may start to rely heavily on their significant other for validation and self worth. This can undermine their self esteem and hinder their personal growth. And then there's a diminished effort when you're always pampered. You ain't got to do nothing, you just got to show up, huh? When a partner is excessively pampered without any reciprocation or effort on their part, it can lead to complacency. The pampered partner may come to expect constant attention and material gifts, while the pampering partner may feel that their efforts go unappreciated and eventually reduce their contribution to the relationship. Let me just say this. This is people taking, you got to make an effort to the nth degree. Listen, we got to make an effort. We got to shower each other with attention. And we got to shower each other with space, too. See, we got a lot of relationships where you got one person that's heavily reliant on the other, overly reliant on the other. Listen, when you hear people say relationships are give and take, that's everything. That's everything in a relationship. We got to give and we got to receive. And I always put a premium on giving. But in this case, Lord have mercy, I got kids. I don't want my significant other to present like a child that needs to be ushered through everything. That needs to be, let me hold your hand and walk you through everything. Sometimes a good partner will be there for their partner, but will allow them to do what is necessary for themselves. Like if you trying to make yourself better, you can't do the work for your partner. Sometimes you got to step back and say, hey, I love you enough to allow you to do your own work. I can't do your work for you. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is crazy tonight on a Wednesday. Hump day. You already know what it is. You my woman. I might call you baby, but that don't mean you a child. Come on now, 1-800-920-1580. I can take Sean right now. Sean, get on the line.
Hey, Brother Zoe. Well,
Yes.
It is. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
What day is it?
That's right. It's hump day, brother. So what I'm saying is we all have to understand in a relationship, right, that you need to bring it. I mean, it has to be. It's not going to ever be completely perfectly equal, right? Because that would be like perfect, and there's no perfect relationship. But you have to make that attempt. And when you know somebody is doing everything they can on their side, and you're doing everything you can on your side, and then you come together and talk about all the stuff that isn't working, then you got a relationship. You know, if you just let things fester and let things get out of hand, you know, of course that's not going to work out. But that's kind of what happens when you are thinking about what is a real relationship. And in my opinion is it isn't just I love you and do whatever. You know, pamper, yes. I pamper my better half, 35 years married, all the time. But it's not pampering for the sake of, you know, you're here to do nothing. Oh, no, she's got to bring it. And I got to bring it.
Come on, Sean, tell us, man.
That's right. You both have to bring it. You have to bring it. And it's not a competition. Let me make that clear. It's not a competition, but it's okay if you're both bringing it solid and, you know, you're making it happen, and you go through periods of where I'm bringing in more and then periods where she's bringing in more. It's okay because you're both bringing it, and that's what you need to do. But don't sit back and sit there and eat bonbons and watching, I don't know, reruns of something on television. You know how it is, brother.
Yes, man, I appreciate the call. Sean, Oakland, California. He brought Oakland in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Let me just say this. You can't be spoiled in a relationship. I know my man spoils me, or my woman spoils me, but you can't be no baby in this relationship. We got things to do together. And remember, the core purpose of relating is to heal. I know people don't want to hear that. The core purpose of being in a relationship is to heal. And healing is hard work. It's not easy. Oh, he's spoiled. If you get too spoiled, your attention might not be where it needs to be, which is on the internal work that requires your attention and due diligence to resolve. Man, when I come forward, the phone lines are going to be cracking. 1-800-920-1580. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, this is LA City Councilman Kern Price, inviting you to the 28th Annual Central Avenue Jazz Fest on September the 23rd from 11 to 7 p.m. For nearly 3 decades, the Central Avenue Jazz Festival has paid homage to the legendary Central Avenue and its influence on jazz history. Jazz, blues, and Latin jazz will be featured on 3 stages of music. Co-headlining are Hubert Laws with special guest Eloise Laws and the Billy Childs Quartet featuring Sean Jones. The day includes plenty of food, merchants, and 4 pavilions focused on youth programming, art, health and wellness, and public resources. Parking is limited, so Metro and rideshare are recommended. Hubert Laws with special guests Eloise Laws and the Billy Childs Quartet featuring Sean Jones. The day includes plenty of food, merchants, and 4 pavilions focused on youth programming, art, health and wellness, and public resources. For more information, visit CentralAveJazzFest.com. CentralAveJazzFest.com. See you on the 23rd.
You are now in Big Tobacco's Fantasyland. Welcome. It's a healthier world where they want you to believe that vaping makes quitting cigarettes a breeze. Never mind the evidence that vaping leads to using both. And if you're younger, even better, teens who vape are 3 times likelier to use cigarettes. In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, the deadliest industry is your friend.
Big Tobacco's idea of smoke-free is a dangerous fantasy for us all. See reality at undo.org.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCES scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I don't need no dreams when I'm by your side. Ooh. Every moment takes me to paradise. Darling, let me hold you. I want you in my arms and melt your fears away. Show you all the magic that a perfect love can make. I need you night and day, so baby be mine. Baby, you gotta be mine. And girl, I give you all I got to give. So baby be my girl. And we can share this ecstasy as long as we believe in love.
Let's address the elephant in the room. We are on TLC My Strange Addiction.
Cameras are
Oh, the camera. Oh, snap.
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Rachel.
The Big Don, Alexander the Don. Make sure you guys hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that. Follow, all
You
that.
may or may not have noticed that there's a little change.
Actually, a big change.
Big change.
We're now naming the channel Rachel and Alexander Bailey. People who've been watching the channel before, the name has been Bailey Bunch for
For a while, the channel has went through years of change. I think I started off doing reviews on perfume, and then it went to college stuff, and then, it just shifted so many times. We have finally found what fits us the most.
Before people was able to describe our channel as a family channel. I know we've got on here and discussed it before, that we're gonna kind of keep the kids off the channel
Show
a bit.
them, here and there.
Show them here and
little
there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I could say we're boundary pushers. We don't conform to
what everybody expects out of
what
us.
everybody
We kind of
expects.
do what we want.
Maybe we'll exploit.
They take it too long to get to it. But here's the clip. Basically, the man in this relationship, those two people that were talking, the man in the relationship still breastfeeds from his woman. He breastfeeds. Listen, we are adults. Just because I call you baby or you call me baby, don't mean I get to act like one. So many people, man, they they take some of this relationship stuff too far. When you got somebody that you always got a baby, that is spoiled, that feels entitled, you're going to have problems. And I'm going to tell you, not only is it going to be emotional dependency or financial strain because you got to keep up the performance for them, there's also going to be unrealistic expectations. Over pampering can set unrealistic expectations within the relationship. The pampered partner may begin to expect a continuous stream of extravagant gestures, making it challenging for their partner to meet those demands over time, leading to dissatisfaction and disappointment. Now, if you the baby in the relationship And I don't mean chronological. I mean just the way you act. You're not lifting with me. Remember, relationship is about teamwork. So what happens when, like in that first clip, he was like, I like to be in control and I like to be the boss. So the lady plays the little girl role. There will be a loss of equity, right? When one partner constantly receives excessive babying and spoiling and pampering, it can create an imbalance in the power dynamic within the relationship. This imbalance can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration in the partner who feels they are giving more than they are receiving. There will be a high level of dependency. Over pampering and spoiling and all of that stuff can foster emotional dependency, where one partner becomes reliant and the other partner becomes reliant on the other partner for validation and self-esteem. This can create a codependent dynamic, which is detrimental to both individuals' well-being. There will be reduced communication. I ain't got to communicate to you. But here's the caveat for this whole topic. Do you know there are a lot of men out there who feel like I am the default boss of this relationship because I take care of all the bills? You got to do what I say. And they might not frame it the way we framed it tonight. But there are a lot of men who say, I pay the bills. That's the same thing. I pay the cost to be the boss. So in a lot of ways, you got a lot of brothers out there, men in general, who try to marginalize their partner by dominating the resources, right? If I take care of all the resources, I am beyond reproach. You cannot tell me what to do, but I can tell you what to do. Do you want a partner or a baby? Lord have mercy. Lord, you want a child. You want to take care. Your woman or your man ain't a puppy. Ladies, don't act like you don't date projects. Fixer-uppers. Build-A-Bay. You basically got you a baby. 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, more from the callers.
I guess it's still you tell me, baby, you are all the future that I desire. Girl, I need to hold you. Share my feelings in the heat of love's embrace.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. President Biden is announcing a series of new actions as part of his goal to end cancer. While meeting with members of his cabinet, Biden announced a $240 million funding boost for research projects to help improve cancer and prevention treatment. The president has set a goal to cut U.S. cancer deaths in half over the next 25 years. Meanwhile, Amazon is pledging millions of dollars for affordable homeowner projects across the U.S. $40 million in grants and loans expands the online retail giant's Housing Equity Fund. The money will go to nonprofit National Housing Trust, which will then provide loans to 3 nonprofits working on home ownership in the Seattle region, along with others in Washington, D.C. and Nashville, Tennessee. And that's the latest. I'm Esther Dillard from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do. So great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to now.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Boldly taking talk radio where it has never gone before. New vistas, new voices, new views, new visions, new victories. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we're taking public media black.
Hey, this is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason from KBLA Talk 1580. Listen, if you're in the market for the best prices and the fastest delivery for custom-made roller shade, LA Custom Blinds is the place to be. Schedule a free estimate and they will come to your house, measure your windows, and bring a variety of fabrics to choose from. And then come back and install it all for free. The best part is that their factory is located right here in downtown Los Angeles, so they make the shades really fast. All you got to do is go to lacustomblinds.com and schedule your free in-home estimate right now. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you.
You're listening to K-Drip, where we play all the best classic water-wasting hits like Watering Your Lawn During the Hottest Time of the Day and Leaky Faucets. They're tunes from another time because now that we face a hotter, drier future, every drop counts. Despite an extremely wet winter, keep using less water, fixing leaks, and reusing indoor water for your garden. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more ways to conserve. Up next, brushing your teeth with the water on. K-Drip.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
JP Morgan Chase is building on the investments in California and around the country to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. As part of JP Morgan Chase commitment, they are taking action to help improve financial wealth and access to banking in the Black community, helping more people open low-cost checking and savings accounts, hosting community seminars with supporting Black-led institutions by building awareness about financial investments, hiring community managers, and opening community center branches like Crenshaw, Inglewood, and downtown LA. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Get the tools to help reach your financial goals. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation. Admit the I said really was bold. I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her trauma, she too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention series. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. Voices, the show. Yeah. Voices, the show. So just lay back your mind, something new. Everybody tuning in the soul, cause he is voice of reason, yeah.
I think I have a pretty clear idea of the dynamic that's going on here. I think you two definitely have been enabling him. It means to make something possible, practical or easy for someone to do or be that often perpetuates a problem rather than solve it. And here, when we say something, we're talking about a set of behaviors that are counterproductive for his progress in life.
Right.
Okay, now he calls it creative, you call it immature and unproductive, whatever. But it certainly is not getting him what he wants, and it's not getting what you might want for him or what you might want for him. So it makes something possible, practical, or easy for someone to do or be that perpetuates a problem, okay? It perpetuates it rather than solves it, okay? So think about that. Have you done that?
Definitely.
Well, he's got a roof over his head. He's got 3 hots in a cot, man. He's got spray paint and a place to do it. He doesn't have to get a job because he's financed.
I've been in a different kind of environments altogether. Besides this suits, I've been in some real scenarios. And I've been on self-medicating for many years. Everything from bongs to beyond. It sucks, but I'm putting it out there so I can maybe get some help.
You're putting what out there?
I'm putting myself out there, everything.
What is it that I don't know that you think I need to? Tell me now.
The drug abuse, the nights that I couldn't sleep, the pain that I feel in my body, the shame that sometimes that I feel. I don't know if you know all that, because you haven't interviewed me one-on-one to really know. Your staff has, but you don't know me one-on-one. And all the mania that's going on in here. It's not easy.
So you're now going to tell me how to do my job?
I'd like to hear your take on it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason. Are you dating an immature baby? Spoiled. Just sitting around waiting for you to do it all. Man, listen. How many times you heard me say it? I'll say it again. I don't mind. Relationship is a highly reflective classroom where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. Relationship is an actual self-school. So many times we ask for a relationship. We ask to be in a relationship, but we are unaware of the responsibility that is asked of us to be there. Sometimes we want somebody else to just carry the load. We there for the ride. You can't be a perpetual relationship passenger. You have to be a participant, not a passenger. There are things that are going to come up in your spirit by being in a relationship that are just your responsibility to take care of, because it's coming about your spirit. Things that you need to reconcile, things that you need to deal with. But oftentimes, a lot of men have it in their mind that if I pamper her, if I spoil her, she'll never leave. That's not entirely true. And vice versa, men, the same way with women. We think, oh, if I just give him this, if I just love on him a little bit more, that's not how it works. You're going to create somebody who's going to have unrealistic expectation. They may even have a loss of identity, a loss of individuality. The partner being pampered, being spoiled, may lose their sense of self, becoming overly dependent on the significant other for validation and self-worth. We can't do that. Let me get the creator of the topic. I've been featuring her topics all week. She's on the line right now, Sarah Jackson, my co-executive producer for my television show, The Situation Shift. Get in here.
Well, you know, the topic's gonna be fire for the show, you know. But I really, how you doing, Zoe? First of all,
I'm alive and well, child. Get up in here and talk to me about pampering your partner and putting them in Pampers. Don't do that.
Well, see, the thing is, you just said something key about being a passenger. A lot of men and women are looking for someone that don't have a driver's license, so they can't escort them around.
Ooh. You ain't even got your permit. Get in here. I'll take care of you.
And then on top of that, it's like with the guys and stuff like that, a lot of, and I ain't going to cuss today, but can I say penis?
Yes, you can say penis. That is.
Yes. Okay. See, a lot of men think that their penis is a pacifier.
The penis
you know what I'm saying?
Is their pacifier. What?
Yeah, when they start cutting up and they start acting too spoiled, they go wham. Just go ahead, either shove some money in your mouth or the penis. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think the fellas are getting it's a lot of fellas when I think about this topic at the beginning with, but on this time, I was thinking about all the women. You heard of mama's boys, but what about these grandma girls? The one that want to take care of the whole neighborhood. The ones that want, anytime you want, come on in, baby. You want something to eat? You always offering. A dude don't even have to even ask you for stuff because you are freely giving it out, not knowing that he's standing there with a woman that got the talcum powder and everything ready to make sure you stay clean, wipe you up. And they have no problem with it. There are people in this world, they are looking for that. Is that wrong, though?
Let me ask you this. Would you equate that to that viral clip that people were sending it to me, and I ignored it until this show. But there was a viral clip out there where a brother was saying, if a woman come into my house, somebody that I'm interested in, she come into my house, and she noticed that my clothes are dirty, or my house is dirty, or I got a sink full of dishes, if she's a good woman, she will come in and clean my house, wash my dishes, clean my clothes. Is that a baby? Is that a different kind of baby boy? Some type of entitled? Talk to me about that.
No, to me, I think it's a boss baby. Because I may be a baby, but I identify who's gonna support me, who's gonna pick me up, who's gonna do all that stuff for me. Now the person, like the man, he don't have to be lazy. He can be a provider. But every time I want you to give it to me, it reminds me of the scene in Love and Basketball with Alfred Woodard and Samantha Lathan. Because she disrespected her mom to no level, to every level on that, because she didn't understand how she thought her mom was just passive and stuff like that because her dad was a banker and everything, VP of a bank, and he didn't do anything like for her. Like she thought that she passed up on her goals. But her mom let her know, I chose this.
Wait, stay with us, Sarah. Sarah, stay with us. Don't leave. Sarah Jackson is on fire. The voice of reason is too. When we come forward, more from Sarah Jackson.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at ChooseMAP.com.
Hi, Tavis Smiley here. I know you've been hearing the promo over and over again about our event this Saturday, about contracts and how you can get in the contract pipeline. Just want to remind you, it is this Saturday. Space is limited. Here's Dion Rambo to tell you more about what you can expect this Saturday.
Yo, what's up? This is Rambo, and again, you know the 3 words, contracts, contracts, contracts. This Saturday, there's one place you have to go right now, KBLA1580.com. If you want to see us talk about contracts, talk about grants, you got Caltrans who made all this possible. I'm super excited. You guys all know Rambo's been in the community fighting for you. Now, we got Tavis fighting alongside. This is huge. KBLA1580.com this Saturday. See you guys.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family was founded to help address domestic violence and sexual assault in the Asian and the Pacific Islander communities. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family's mission is to build healthy and safe communities by addressing the root causes and consequences of family violence and violence against women. They are committed to meeting the specific cultural and language needs of the Asian and Pacific Islander women and their families. CPAF's vision is of an Asian and Pacific Islander community that embraces healthy relationships and works in partnership with other communities to eradicate all forms of violence. To access services, volunteer, or for more info, visit nurturingchange.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Staring each other down. You want me just as much as I want you. Let's stop fooling around. Take me, baby. Kiss me all over. Play with my love. Bring out what's been in me for far too long. Baby, you know that's all I've been dreaming of. Do me, baby.
Get your childish butt out of here. Get out of here. We don't want those. Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. Man, you got to earn that term baby now. That's what I believe. I believe you got to earn it now because some people take it literal. You said I was your baby. You got to take care of me like I'm your baby. No. I think a lot of people get into relationship, again, to probably be taken care of, to be loved on, like a parent would love on you. And I think that is a problem. Where did Sarah go? Did we lose Sarah? Sarah, call back in. I know you're in here. Call back in. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Please call us right now. We want to get Sarah back in. Yeah, she's calling right now. Again, pampering a partner is a delightful way to express affection and care, right? That's good. But it requires a delicate balance to prevent, the pampering piece, from evolving into an enabling behavior that fosters dependence and entitlement within a relationship, right? I want to explore that pampering, maybe in many relationships, have crossed into unhealthy territory. And I want to examine how it could lead to loss of independence, enabling behavior, and a sense of entitlement. You know an entitled person when you see one. Sarah's back on the line. Sarah, get back in here.
Yeah, well, I think tampering is something that it's something special that you do for yourself. Normally, like you do for yourself or you do for someone else. It's you do it for their birthday, you do it for holidays, you do it for things like that. It's almost like you go on vacation and then if you watch the Best Man final chapters, Sanaa Lathan wanted to stay in the tropical place, the paradise they was in. Some people are doing what they can to stay in the euphoria of like the perfect space. And in that, sometimes, you get people that in order to do that, they're not mature enough for that particular space, or it reverts them back to their childhood when they're on vacation and holiday with their parents.
But
maybe that's the intention, maybe it's not.
But watch this, Sarah. If you're in a relationship and you haven't healed childhood wounds, you are a child.
Yeah, that's why you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
So your husband can't be your boyfriend and your husband, right?
They can't, but they're not at the same time. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like the person you're trying to get them to like you and stuff like that. So that's what a lot of pampering and a lot of sugar daddyisms be happening, whatever, because they trying to get the person, they're trying to reel them on in. But anybody familiar with the movie The Mac, he takes them to the planetarium, let them see the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them see, baby, I can do this for you, baby. I can get this all for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But he don't mean it. But you got women out here, they mean it. They want to keep you in that space so you can always be theirs. And a lot of them achieve such a high level of it that, honestly, if their partner try to leave, they may have somebody that gives them peace, but they'll never give them what that person give them. So it's like they stake in the game.
Wait a minute. Do you think there are women out here that want to keep their man like dependent like that so they can baby them and nurture? And do you think that's a phenomenon? Really?
That's what I call the vagina victor. You know what I'm saying? It's the person that, you realize what you're a champion in. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be the FloJo of food, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to win every time.
I forgot to tell y'all, Sarah is actually a comedian, like in real life. Oh my God. Like, does this happen? You think women look for underdeveloped men so they can mother them?
Absolutely. I caught myself doing it. I had a guy, and it's like he really helped me when I was going through a bad time. So I decided, let me pamper him. I set up a whole spa table for him and gave him massages and all this kind of stuff. And then I got mad because at the end of the night, he rolled over, went to sleep. He was so relaxed. No, sir. You still have to perform your duty. But I'm a pushy pamperer.
Oh, Lord. Keep going.
Yeah, because the thing is that now if I do all this, now you expected, like, I didn't lay out my rules. I didn't lay it out for you. Now your response is your response. But at the same time, because of the control issue with men and women, it's like I want to control your response towards me. So therefore, when I say, okay, I did all that, you want that food again? Okay, then we'll strip down.
So this whole topic reminds me of this thing. There's a phenomenon out there called mothering, where the woman. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Andy. Andy had the same point. Andy saw me. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, it's not the same point, but just the question is, was it a natural thing for you to kind of be that nurturer? Because, generally speaking, for women, you guys just tend to nurture in a relationship. It wasn't like this is what you wanted to do to keep him. This is just who you are, right? As a woman.
Absolutely. But I'm a very person.
Hey, don't put too much out there, Sarah. People gonna be looking for you. But go ahead. Now finish.
I'm a simple person. You don't need a lot to please me or whatever, stuff like that. So if I set my bar so low in order for you to return a favor, then I'm gonna need you to go on ahead. I'm gonna need that dog to jump.
I'm going to need that dog to jump. Did you?
I'm going to need that dog to jump, okay? You keep on wanting this and stuff like that. Now, the thing is that what the problem hails in is that a lot of people continue to keep on doing that information. You don't give me the response I want right now? Oh, okay, let me one-up it. And they one-up and they do it or whatever. Now, after the second or the third time, let me go ahead and tell you what I want. Because obviously you and I thought you was a toddler, but you were an infant. So let me go ahead and school you. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you gotta train them.
So,
and a lot of times when you're in a relationship that you are you see biscuit. You know what I'm saying? You out here, but you know what I'm saying? The jockey is always smaller than the horse. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do too much, but I'm gonna treat you so good, you're going to want to perform for me.
So, Sarah, some people mistake this mothering phenomena for nurturing, right? Like Andy just pointed out. He was like, isn't that just part of your nature to nurture?
But I'm not no mother, I'm an auntie.
Girl. Sometimes it's easy to mistake mothering for nurturing. The intention is good, but the execution is poor. Nurturing and mothering in a love relationship are two different things. Nurturing is working together to solve problems. Nurturing treats the other person like an equal and inspires both to become better. Mothering, on the other hand, takes nurturing to the extreme and represents a controlling, I know best attitude. So here are some signs, brothers, that you've been mothered by your woman. She nags. She nags, she nags, she nags, right? He no longer bothers to challenge you. Your man stops challenging you when you're overly mothering, right? He seems indecisive because she's taking the lead. Oh, God. You doing everything for him. Hold on, Sarah. You doing everything for him. There's long days, stretches to night at the office. What does this mean? If he gets more pride from work than being with you, he'll naturally gravitate toward situations that makes him feel good about himself. He'll start to break away from you if he starts doing things for himself. So she may deride him for doing those things for himself. Oh, God. Brothers, wait, hold on, Sarah. Brothers, have you ever been with somebody who makes jokes about you as their extra kid? Oh, Lord. 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, more from me and Sarah. This is crazy.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. President Biden is announcing a series of new actions as part of his goal to end cancer. While meeting with members of his cabinet, Biden announced a $240 million funding boost for research projects to help improve cancer and prevention treatment. The president has set a goal